Disney character.
There's extra paper to do anything on.
You know, but
Yeah, I need another sheet, that'd be awesome.
looking good.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a Donald Duck with a few lines, you know. So remember when I was a kid, I would watch Roy Williams do this on television, and drawing the Disney, another oval, because all of these Disney characters are based on these simple shapes. You might have recognized where we're going here.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm doing here. And you've got Goofy. Gorsh. Pongo from 21 Dalmatians.
So
Pongo was designed by Tom Ora, who was our character designer, and our top animator, Milt Call, would always refine these characters and simplify them. One of the things about Disney characters, especially hand-drawn Disney characters, is their simplicity. And what Milt Call would do, he tried to take a drawing and break it down to its essence. In animation, it's important to get something simple on the screen, and yet with as few lines as possible, and yet it still conveys a lot of emotion. So audiences really connect with these characters. But Milt would always take the character and reduce it down to as few lines as possible, and to capture the essence of whatever that particular character would be in the film. So I had the opportunity to work with Milt Call. Probably the closest I worked was on the film Sword in the Stone, where I assisted Milt over a 2-year period. But he was one of our finest artists. And I look at this movie, and it's hard to believe that I was drawing this guy back in 1960. Probably started sketching Dalmatians around 1958. Wrapped up 101 Dalmatians around the spring of 1960. And you just look back and you're amazed that these amazing Dalmatians continue to have a life even today. It's really funny, I was having lunch with my wife over in Pasadena one afternoon. I left Disney, went over to Pasadena for lunch. And a woman came by and she had a Dalmatian with her, and the Dalmatian was kind of not very friendly, kind of standoffish. And my wife said to the woman, said, "Do you realize that my husband worked on the motion picture, the Disney motion picture, 101 Dalmatians?" And it was almost as though the dog understood English. All of a sudden, this standoffish Dalmatian suddenly turned and looked at me and started to cozy up to me. I'm like, oh, this guy worked on the movie? Oh, I kind of like him now. And so that Dalmatian became, you know, a good pal. I didn't know Dalmatians could understand English. Because she said, yeah, I worked on 101 Dalmatians, and the Dalmatian became my best buddy after that. So you just never know. Speaking of Dalmatians.